Okay, so back in the Stug IIIG, Tier 5 on the ANZ server. I promise I won't be doing too many more videos of this thing. I'm sure it's getting a bit boring, but this is certainly a game that I thought was worth showing, and this is a really tough little game. Now, on Lakeville, I wouldn't normally come to this point on the valley. It is a good little snipey spot. They've improved this. I don't think it used to be as good as this, but you can now, this bush is now quite good. And if you get back to the point where it's opaque, you are virtually invisible until the enemy get quite close. Now, of course, they realise this more often than not. Good players will realise it and blind shoot. Artillery might blind shoot the bush, but in this game there is no artillery, thankfully. Now, what we're showcasing here is two tanks working well together. Now, I didn't realise at the time, but the guy in the Covenanter is actually one of my clan mates. Our clans is a very non-serious clan. Most of the guys, well, we don't really do anything apart from a bit of platooning on a Friday night. And that's sort of the way I like it. I don't play this seriously. I mean, I would be playing Tier 5 if I was playing it all that seriously. But anyway, as we know, the Stug is one of my favourites. It has this really nice L70 gun. We've lost our Excelsior, just like that. Poof. And that was a player, unfortunately. So this game is a struggle. It is definitely a struggle, and probably a very good comeback game. Well, not probably, it is a very good comeback game. Now, the KV1 player, he's not doing a bad job, but he gets baited by my friend in the Covenanter later on, and we'll see that in a minute. Now just pull back again so I can't be seen. This guy is a player in the VK. See, I had quite a few bounces on the old KV this game. The KV still is a very strong tank. You see, I can't pin it even with. I've swapped back to gold and now I can pin him. Well, not always. You really do have to aim carefully, and even then, when it's angled, the 70 to 75 mil thickness of his hull obviously gets increased, and it makes it very hard for me to pin him. However, we managed to get through him. Sometimes too, it's just all about the RNG of the game and the luck of it. I'm wasting good shells on that little guy. I should not have been firing premium, but in the heat of battle it is often too hard to swap out. Now, this is what I mean about the light tank has convinced him to come out. He then gets tracked and now he's dead. So that was brilliant work, and the Covenanter hasn't lost any health to this point. And he's picked up a kill, and he will pick up a few more. Now, at this point we look like we're doing okay. We're only one down, but our city team are about to totally collapse. So that's probably because there's only the one player there. Oh, the T67's, he's still here with us. Don't think the T67 was a particularly great player. He sticks around to help the Covenanter, and it gives me the latitude to come over here. And now that we've got no tanks left on the town side, I've got to really set the trap. Now this trap, it's a difficult, unless you've got really good gun depression and a turret, and a strong turret, this is not an easy point to defend from. It's quite difficult for the Stug because once I get spotted off, I get returning fire, I'm likely to get pinned here. So I do have to be fairly agile. Gee, Yeah, this T67 got taken out by the VK. He must have tried to go over the centre there, I think. Now I'm just waiting very, very patiently. I can't afford to do anything else. This is really the only point that you can set a trap for. Some people get up on top of the little hill in the back corner at A2, but there's no cover there, and you will get spotted, and you can't really pop back quickly. See, my reload just thwarted me a bit. Now this is a little, I reckon if I shoot down this little building here, because I think that's a destructible building, I'll just aim that point and, oh God, he obliged. I don't believe that, but he did. And he was a good player too. I think he was doing alright to that point. He had a couple of kills. The Valiant also, you can see he's got a 3 mark barrel, and I think he was quite a reasonable player as well. Now, swing around, so see how the guns bounce around in these fixed superstructure tanks. It does make it difficult at times, unless you're totally unspotted. Right, well, I've done about 1500 damage to this point. Let's see if we can hurt this guy. Pull straight back. You've just got to assume that you're spotted because you're going back. Now this guy's coming out a bit wider, so if we work this angle we might be able to shoot him without letting the Valiant return our fire at us. We did get spotted, but he's not aiming at us. Oh, I shouldn't really be firing good stuff at these guys. So I'm getting in the way of my light tank here, but this is how awkward it is.
Enemy armor is damaged.
He's doing a really good job regardless of what I'm doing in front of him. And I'm sure he realises that these tanks are not that easy. I don't know whether he could see the light tank and he hit me firing it where he thought the light tank was. If I was him, I'd just be probably spamming this bush with line shots. I can't see out of Penny's lower hull, but I certainly can pin his upper hull. Oh, that's really helped. Oh. Double R. Managed to bounce one. His gun's not very accurate, and then he missed. And we take him out. And suddenly, all of their tanks on that side are gone, and we've got 3 tanks, and they've only got 2. And they probably snuck up right behind us here. Now this is a really costly miss, almost cost me my tank. These guys can pen, so I've got to get under that. Pin me again, I'm almost on nothing, get right up. That was a real lucky bounce. Now really get right up. Yes, I had to get up close but without running into him, and of course the Covenanter took out the VK, and that was an ace. So 3381 damage. That was very satisfying, and 5 kills each for the team, or for our clan members.